Hey everybody, it's Weebly59 here, and I'm gonna do a 6-part LOTRO introduction. Classes. The first thing I'm gonna do. What are the different kinds, and what do they do? Now, I will get on LOTRO, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so, classes. You have Burglar, which is a sneaky, I did the Hobbit thing. They sneak around, they dual wield, they debuff enemies. It's a good class. It's pretty enjoyable. I don't normally play them, but you know, whatever. I'll do races in this video too, but I'm gonna do 6 parts. This is my first video. There's gonna be 5 other videos. So, yeah. So, they utilize their trick skills to debuff foes, pretty much. Captain, sword and board or two-handed. They wear heavy armor. Oh, light armor on burglars, by the way. Captains wear heavy armor. They're armored melee fighters and masters of buffing. They have a lot of healing and a lot of debuffs for their enemies. It's a good class. I love the captain class. They can summon heralds, which fight alongside them, or they can summon banners, which give them buffs. The heralds give them buffs, but the banners give them more of a. They give them a stronger buff. In fellowships, it supports his allies while healing, and still dealing very respectable damage. He does a good amount of damage. I really like the damage he does. So yeah, champion, dual wielding, don't care about anything but killing things. So they build up fervor, which is they build up their skills. They use skills and they build them up, and then they can use more powerful skills after that. Pretty much what it is. And they just pretty much go in there and kill everything they see. They do a whole lot of damage. They don't really worry about defense, but they wear medium armor, and yeah. So Guardian. Some sword and board or two-handed. Most of the time you'll see them with sword and shield. Heavy armor. They go in there and tank up everything, and they just absorb damage pretty much. It's crazy how much health they have. And they tank everything while everybody else wails on the enemies. So in fellowships so yeah. Hunter, ranged fighter with two one-handed weapons. They dual wield if they get too close to their enemies, and but they mostly focus on ranged, doing a crap ton of damage from ranged. So they wear medium armor, I think, and they generate focus, which is kind of like the champion. They generate the focus, and then they can use more powerful skills after they use their focus. And it uses up the focus. So, Lore Master. Light armor, summon pets. Pets are normally more powerful than them, but, you know, who cares? They're pretty much your straight-up mage. They use magic skills, debuffs, buffs, healing, power, like, transfer, heal themselves, heal their allies. It's an all-around pretty good class. Ranged. I like the Lore Master. Minstrel. They kill things with instruments. Yeah. They normally have a one-handed weapon, and they get shields at level 15, I think. And, so they heal their allies, they heal themselves, they heal everything around them. They heal a lot. War Speech, they do a whole lot of damage. The healing stance, they do a whole lot of healing, and the neutral stance, they do a balanced amount of damage and healing. So they can do a whole lot of damage with their War Speech stance. It's crazy. You can like one-shot enemies like 2 levels above them. I don't know how, but it's pretty OP. I don't really play them that much though. I'm gonna switch to Dwarf to go over the Runekeeper. They have runes. They use the runes to cast spells. They have a modifier. Once they cast a damage spell, the damage modifier goes up a little bit. Once they cast a healing spell, the damage modifier goes down, or the healing modifier goes up. Now, when you get higher healing modifier, you do more healing. When you get a higher damage modifier, you do more damage. So it's a good class. I like it. I've played it. Um, it's pretty interesting to learn how to do everything with it. So, um, let's see. Hobbit. No, what? What am I doing? I'm sorry. Warden. Um, they have most of the time they have spears. They have a lot of spears. They throw javelins, and they're kind of like a guardian, but not really, because they have gambits. They use combo moves to kind of get a combo breaker, and it does like more of what those two skills did. And so you can get more into gambits once you play the class. Runekeeper and Warden are paid classes, and as well as the Bjorning. So, Warden, I like Warden. They have unique shields, which give them a little bit more defense, and so once you get into Warden, it gets easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it gets easier. It's kind of confusing to remember everything, but you'll get there. It's good. I like it a lot. Alright, so Bjorning. It's a race and a class put into one. They turn into bears, which is amazing. They do a whole lot of damage, and they do a little bit of support, healing kind of thing. They heal their allies or themselves. They build up Wrath. The Wrath They build up Wrath with their human skills and use the Wrath with their bear skills. So, like, the bear uses, like, 3 Wrath every second. They have a total of 100 Wrath. The bear, I think, uses 3 Wrath every second just to be the bear, and then their skills use more Wrath when they're the bear. And then they can turn back into a human and build up more Wrath to turn into the bear again, because the bear does a little bit more damage, and so on and so forth. So, races. Man. The Gift of Men, they have plus 15 Fate. Diminishing of Mankind, they have minus 7 Will. Easily Inspired, plus 5% incoming healing. Take note that that is incoming, not outgoing. Made a mistake of that once. Strong Men, they have plus 15 Might. Dwarf. Sturdiness, they have plus 15 Might, and plus 10 Vitality, which gives you health, and plus 1% common mitigation. Stocky, they have minus 7 Agility, which is understandable for a dwarf, but Lost Dwarf Kingdoms, minus 7 Fate, and Unwearying and Battle, they have plus 30 in combat morale and power regen, and minus 60 non-combat morale and minus 30 non-combat power regen. So yeah, it's kind of a compromise there. Hobbit, small size, minus 7 might. Hobbit toughness, plus 15 vitality, which again gives you health. Rapid recovery, plus 60 non-combat morale regen, which is pretty good. Hobbit courage, plus 1% fear resistance, and resist corruption, plus 1% shadow mitigation. Which hobbits are a pretty good all-around class, or race. So, hobbits are a good starting race. Elf, so are the firstborn, minus 20 maximum health, and minus 60 non-combat health regen. Agility of the Woods, plus 15 agility, which is good for, like, archers and mages and stuff like that. Fading of the Firstborn, minus 7 fate. And suffer no illness, plus 1% disease and poison resistance. So, that's pretty good. I will actually do gameplay later when I go over my other basic skills of LOTRO. This is just an introduction to the class in the races. So, Bjorning, Might of the Wild, plus 15 might. Few in number, minus 7 fate. Natural resistance to poison, plus 1% poison resistance. And thick hide is plus 15 vitality, which, again, health. So, yeah. That's my video for you today, guys. And, so, I guess, what? Okay. Um, yeah, that's my first video in this series. I'll put in a playlist, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.